Lawson from X Factor. Hi. I'm saying about my sister now. Hi. My father's died and he's left his inheritance for me and my sister. My sister want to take it all. I gave her money so she can look after my father while he was on his deathbed, and you know she says that everything's gonna be between me and her, and and we look after the family, but Maria's not looking after nobody. When Maria got married, when she got married, she gave all the money to her boyfriend's people them. She didn't leave no money for mom or anybody. She left everybody broke. And I thought that she's changed. And I thought that she will give me half of the money. You know, it's 8 million. But she wants to take it all for herself. Her and my father's friend named Mike. You know, it's serious. You know, my father, you know, he had an empire. He used to drive for the royal family. And yeah, he was in America. And Maria was over there. Maria had to run to America to yeah, to get away from England because her so-called husband messed up the money. So that's you know, and I think that is, I think that's rude. You know, they had to run away from their house in the hotel. They had to run away from everything and then go to America because you didn't want to come back to England because England will crucify you in a council house. That's wrong, what she's done. You know, that is wrong. You take my half of the inheritance and you do what you want to do with it. That's wrong. My father, Neville Williams, he's driving for the royal family. He's have a crown on top of his Jaguar. No, I just think it's evil. How can your family do that to you? And she didn't even know nothing about my dad. You know, she was complaining, and I was telling her, shut up. He's old. Look after him. I sent her £500. You know, so she can look after him, so she can buy food and whatever. And my dad, you know, he heard that I sent the money for her to look after him, and you know, he started to think differently. He was going to leave the will in Dennis's name and his family. But he changed the will for me and my sister to gain everything. But my sister's teamed up with Mike. And she's doing her thing. But I think to myself, it's wrong. I think it's wrong. You know, she living like a queen, a fake ass woman in America, living like that. No. And your family, your mom's in the old people's home, and your family's broke and everything like that, and you got £8 million worth of property over there, and you're supposed to give me some of the properties, or you're supposed to give me half, and you don't want to give me half? Nah, blood. I hope my sister see this video of me. I am pissed off. Really pissed. She used her brain, right? Use her, because I gave her the money to look after my father. I sent her money, and I sent her money to rent a car to take my father to the the will place. And since she's done all that, she's acted strange around me. She didn't want me to know where she lives and things like that, so that her house is too small for us and rare. What do you think? We're peasants or something? Like, you know, if you did live here, you'll be living in a council house. That is wrong. That is really wrong. And I don't think you're supposed to get away with this. I think Facebook, everybody supposed to hear what's going on. Put it this way, yeah. If it was me in that driving seat, I would have given you half. I would have sold the property or whatever, or bought the money and give you half. Yeah, but you're not like me. When you get married, you gave Lawrence's family the money, and you see your mum poor. Like, what are you dealing with? I want my share so I can do it with my family. Brenda, everybody. I don't know, but I think it's unfair. Yeah, use your brain, use me to get what you want, and then when you get what you want, you fuck off. Nah, nah. I'd never make you get away with this. Inheritance that I supposed to get, I'm supposed to look after my family, Brenda's children, and everybody. And I don't even have that to look after them. And you're living like a queen in America, in a fake house, like you're living fake with music. Your music, you can't sing, man. Your music is done. Ah, Maria. That's what I have to say. Maria, you played me like a fool. You took money from me. You know, you act like everything was rare. And then after I hear that you are what do you call it? Appointee for my mum, and you spent her money. So that when we get back the money, we'll be okay. When we get back the money. Now, the law here says that you don't supposed to spend my mum's money. And that's what you done wrong. You can say what you're saying, but half of that money, what you got there, is mine's. And what you doing? Ripping me off. Because you know I can't come to that country. That is wrong. And if any man, if any man knew what me and you went through and how we grew up and rare, they would know that that is wrong. I supposed to have half of that money. That's how I supposed to have it. You don't supposed to be have no control over my share. I want to give my children my money. I want to give Jadine. I want to give everybody, every child that I have, Renee, Isaac. I want to, and I want every person to be happy. But you want people to be sad. And I don't think it's right. 8 million US dollars worth of properties. And I made you go to my father and look after my father. Not for the time you was thinking, no, he ain't gonna do nothing for us. But when he spoke to your mother or our mother and said to our mother, Charles and Maria don't have to worry about money again. It's just you know, that's how we left the world. And you're trying to stop me from getting what's mine? Nah. Nah. Everybody on Facebook should know about you. Everybody. You're fake. And they will see that. You're fake. How can you be living like a king or a queen in the next country or in the country where your mum was and your mum's living in the council flat? I don't get it. That's why I know that there's a God in this world. Yeah, I don't know if he's black or white or Indian, but I know that he's black because of Puntin. Yeah, I know he's black. And I know most of us were black. You know, kings, queens, and but the white people have changed it. So we you know, and changed our mind, make us pray to a false God, false Jesus. When Jesus is black. Anyway, that's all I have to say to you, Maria. You know, you can live how you want to live, but I'll make sure, even though I've got little money, I'll make sure my mum lives good here. Yeah, and if God give me the blessing to get money so I can buy my mum a house, yeah, I will get my mum a house where me and everybody will live in that house. Because you are fuckery. You're thinking about your family and Lawrence. What has Lawrence done? He made you have to run out the country because you owe debts and everything like that. Make you have to run. And then now you get the chance to get the family in order, and you wanna live your life with your family and leave your past family behind. I wasn't gonna leave my family behind. I'm always there. I'm always saying, yeah, that if I get certain money, I will spread it amongst my family, business, and everything. But you don't want that for no one. You don't want that at all. 8 million, you know. Outright properties. Was meant for me and you and the family. And Dennis and rare. And you want to take all of it? And leave people with change? You need to think what you're doing, blood. Yeah, that's wrong, Maria. Maria from X Factor, you know. 2000, my mother helped you and everything. And you forgot about her when you got money? And then you're doing that again? Nah, blood. You're supposed to look after your family was here. Brenda, Godfrey, you know, Brenda's kids, my kids. You're supposed to make them live a different life. Not just you live your life. You didn't even have nothing. You rented a place. That's wrong. What you're doing, Maria. Wrong. And I know that I hope this tape recording gets to you. Yeah? I hope it's all the world sees what you are about. Because you're nothing. You had nothing. You was living broken in America. And you're playing piano like it's your piano. It's like you're living a fake life. That's what I have to say. Just send me what is mine, and I'll leave you alone. Because half of that money is mine. And you're teaming up with Mike, trying to play me. I want my money, so I can give my mom and everybody the money. Not for you to just have people living like we're shit. And you living like you're a star. Your movie, your star shit is over. People don't even know you.